Hey everybody, I know it's been a really long time, but I'm back and I figured what better way to come back and say hi to everybody, all my wonderful loyal fans. Love you all. New unboxing. Earthion. Limited run games. Now, I don't know if anybody knows about this gem, but this is actually made by Yuzo Koshiro. Who is Yuzo Koshiro? Many of you might ask. Funny you brought that up. Yuzo Koshiro has a long history with the SEGA Genesis, SEGA Mega Drive, to all of my fans who are overseas. He is the mastermind who brought us brilliant soundtracks to the Streets of Rage games. He has also, he's done a ton of great soundtracks. And his own company, which is called Ancient, I'm going to go ahead and put that right there for you. He decided that he wanted to write a love letter in the form of a video game to the SEGA Genesis / Mega Drive, and he did so with this brilliant piece, Earthion. What this is, for those of you who don't know, it is a wonderful side-scrolling shmup. And for those of you who aren't in the know, it is a shoot 'em up, or some people might call him shooter. But it's your little spaceship flying as everything's scrolling past, and lots of aliens, lots of enemy spaceships, lots of baddies are trying to shoot you as you are trying to shoot them. Think R-Type, Gradius, Life Force, Radiant Silvergun fits in there, but Radiant Silvergun is a Saturn game, and, it's a horizontal. So everything, your ship is down at the bottom and shooting up as the enemies come down toward you. Here, everything is coming from the side, and you are flying toward them. Now, I had no idea that Yuzo Koshiro made games. I thought that all he did was made amazing game soundtracks. However, apparently, the man is something of a programmer as well. I've seen reviews for Earthion, and it's rave reviews. Anybody who is a fan of old SEGA Genesis games, anybody who's a fan of shmups, they've said that this game is phenomenal. It is available on PlayStation 4 or 5. It's available, I believe, on Xbox. It's available, of course, on Switch. Here's my Switch copy. And they actually made a physical SEGA Genesis and SEGA Mega Drive version. So if you still have that dusty old SEGA Genesis just sitting in your closet and you're like, you know what, I want to hook it up and I want a new game, do some searching and you might find Earthion, because you can play it. Apparently the music is as great as the graphics are. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this puppy open. Because it's a limited run title, I would expect there's probably some kind of goodie in here. But I have broken the seal, and we are removing the shrink wrap. It's rated T for teen because of fantasy violence and some suggestive themes. I'll go ahead and read the back synopsis to you. Return to the genesis of 16-bit gaming. Don't you love that? These guys. Love it. Okay. Guide space fighter pilot Azusa Takanashi through 8 chaotic levels, each with their own unique environments, enemies, and boss fights to repel the alien invaders and save planet Earth. Beat the game on hotshot difficulty! ! Up the ante in challenge mode, and original soundtrack by Yuzo Koshiro. I don't know why they decided to single out the soundtrack. Yes, he did the soundtrack, but he also is the main programmer and director of this game. Kind of the way Thomas Happ did with Axiom Verge. So this is something, I actually saw some kind of interview that it wasn't him being interviewed, but it was an interview or an article that was talking about his involvement with making this game. There are goodies, by the way. It has a little booklet we will explore. It also has some nice art on the inlay. Let's pull that out a little bit so we can just see. Oh yeah. Now see, that is Genesis graphics done right. I was actually talking to a friend today about how there seems to be a growing number of people who are hearkening back to games or like consoles of old, and they're making a bunch of games for these old systems. You'll see plenty of Neo Geo games that are sort of in the works, and 16-bit throwback titles. Xeno Crisis is a big one, I'm sure that most of you are aware of. But for whatever reason, it seems like so many developers reach back to the SEGA Genesis Mega Drive as opposed to, let's say, the Super Nintendo. Very few go back to the TurboGrafx 16 PC Engine. That's not to say that it never happens. You know, we saw what Limited Run did last year with their rendition of Doom on the Super Nintendo. Apparently it's a vast improvement. Really made an awesome looking cartridge, and I don't know if they coined the phrase Super FX 3 chip, but that's essentially what it is. They took the Super FX chip and used whatever modern programming skills and tech in order to bump it up some. So if you have that cartridge of Doom and you throw it into an old Super NES or an old Super Famicom, it'll play, which is amazing. I think that this was made on the Mega Drive, and then they used the Carbon engine in order to get it going on the Switch. Let's go ahead and take a look. As we can see from the inlet, it's not quite an instruction booklet, but, well, maybe it is. How to play. So it's telling you. It's got, you know, the heads-up display, what everything is, and that's nice. Pages feel nice and thick. I think I skipped a page. No, I didn't. Introduces you to Azusa Takanashi. There she is. I love the look of that 16-bit look. I'm telling you, the 16-bit era might be my favorite era of all of gaming. I mean, there are plenty of games that came out after the 16-bit era that, of course, technologically speaking, blow 16-bit out of the water. I mean, you know, just compare graphically Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9 on the PlayStation to, you know, Final Fantasies 4, 5, and 6 for the Super Famicom. Yeah, you see a great big difference, but there was a creativity that was there in those limitations that we're missing. We don't have quite as much. Let's go ahead, fire this game up. You want to see the game? I mean, how much more fun is it going to be to see the game rather than just see some screwball like myself pop it open and say, yep, here's the game. You can get it too. Let's take a look. First time you, first time me. I'm quoting Mr. Miyagi. Now, I'm not going to be able to play this because I've got a camera to hold. but let's get out of here. There it is, Earthion. Oh, cool. There's a download. Probably just, take 2 seconds. Yeah. Anyway, I just love the 16-bit era, and I am thrilled to see new games being put out for the Genesis and any other systems that anyone's willing to do that on. Go ahead and take a look at the cover while we're waiting for that download to finish. It's really nice box art. This is limited runs number 287. 287 games that they've put out for the Switch. Let's go ahead and do the intro. And let's see how beautiful this really is. I'll shut up. Options and special features can be accessed via the game menu, which can be opened at any time by pressing the minus button. Okay. Ooh. That is so SEGA Genesis. It's unreal. Boy, they really lean into all the stuff. Okay. Not much of an intro, but you know what? I think I hit a button, so I'm going to screw the intro up. Not sure. We'll check out the options. You got your number of ships. You can change your difficulty. Hot shot. I think that's the easiest. Now, I heard this game's hard as hell. So be ready for a challenge if that's what you're looking for. Ooh, licenses. Let's spend 0 time looking at that garbage. Go ahead and start the game up. See if there's an intro here. Yeah. Oh, I love that music. Great animation for what we're talking about, the limitations of 16-bit hardware. Ooh. Again, it's like they just lean into the digitized voices being so... This is not meant to be played one-handed. I don't even know where I am. There we go. Well, I can say this. I love the looks of it. It's definitely got that classic look and feel. I'm not doing too bad considering I'm doing this by myself one-handed. I mean, look at that. I'm not going to win a tournament or anything doing this, but hey. Oh, man. All right. That's sick. I'm telling you, folks, I'm going to have so much fun playing this game. Get it. You can have fun with me, I mean, it's a one-player game, but, you go, you get it. You can download it on Switch eShop right now. You can download it on PlayStation Network. However you want to play, this game is available to you. I believe Nintendo is letting it go for somewhere around $19.99 or $29.99, but you'll find a lot of places that are selling the physical edition for whatever they decide to price it at. And, it's not impossible to find a brand new copy for somewhere around $34.99. I think I have seen that on Play Asia, or maybe it was Video Games Plus. I don't know. I want to give a huge shout out to Jordan over at Physical Paradise. It's because of him that I even know about this game. And, you know, check him out. He is always up on the latest Switch releases, new releases, physical. I mean, that's what his site is all about, Physical Paradise. He loves to push physical games and let everybody know what is physically available. And he has a number of connections with other sites that will help you find some really good discounts. Maybe, you know, he's got codes, and you just use his link in order to connect with a number of sellers to get something like this. If you go to Limited Run, you're not going to find it. This is sold out. It ran, I think, earlier this year, and, you know, once Limited Run expires, that's it. But there's a number of ways that you can get it still, so don't fret. It's definitely worth it, and this is going to be a collector's piece. For anybody who is a collector, this is one for the books, I'm telling you. And anybody who's my age, yes, Unk Slop and all that, kids. This is, you know, like I said, it's a love letter to the SEGA Genesis, SEGA Mega Drive, and it's a love letter to people like me. We grew up playing games like this, and we loved it. We had a ball. You can have a ball too. So Earthion, Nintendo Switch, get what you can, find a copy if you're looking for a challenge, looking for a really good game to just sit down with and figure out those patterns and, you know, get the next high score, do everything that you can. I can already tell this is going to be a blast. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I hope you're all having a good evening, and I really appreciate everybody who has stuck with me throughout this move, because it's been a while since I've been able to stop by and say hi. Here I am. Hi. And I'm going to get those videos coming on a more regular basis. I appreciate and love every one of you. Please like, subscribe, drop a line. Anybody and everybody who comments in any of these videos, I will answer you. Okay? I promise you. And I look forward to hearing from each and every one of you. Talk my ear off, because I want to hear and I want to talk. And please share this video with other people, like-minded friends. You know, there's got to be somebody out there who likes SHMUPs and likes SEGA Genesis. This is a good one to recommend to them, because that's what I'm doing for all of you. I appreciate you tuning in. You all have a great night.